Hey, this is Zach. I'm going to be reviewing the Samsung Gear 360 camera next on Now You Know. So we've spent the last few months here with the Samsung Gear 360 camera, so let me give you the lowdown on what we've learned about it. First, it's a solid little camera. It has a nice build quality. It just feels good in your hand. We also like this midi tripod. It lets you put the camera down easily. It's great for quick shots. You can pick it up quickly. You can hold it like an ice cream cone, and you can unscrew it and screw the camera onto any standard tripod mount. And then we like to use it with this Joby. It's a suction mount, and we can stick it on the Model X, and so we can drive around and get a lot of great 360 footage. We also like to mount it on a tripod and just leave it somewhere for static shots. So let's talk about the camera itself. It has two 15 megapixel sensor cameras with a f2.0 aperture that can be either stitched together to give you a 360 or a standalone so that you can shoot 180. On the top is the Record OK button with a tiny little LCD menu screen, and it has really nice audio prompts and quality buttons. On this side there are two buttons, the power back button and the menu cycle button. And on the other side is the port, which opens to reveal the battery. And this is a 1350 milliamp hour battery. Also inside there are the USB port and the slot for the micro SD, and this camera can hold up to 200 gigabytes of storage. Lights next to each of the cameras show you which lens they're recording. Now, to get the full functionality out of this device, you need either the Samsung S6 or S7 or the Samsung Note. Now, the software app is not compatible with other devices other than these Samsung devices, at least that we have found. So none of us have a Samsung device, so we've been using this camera at a bit of a disadvantage, shooting our footage blind and then dumping the micro SD card and editing the footage. Now this has worked well for us so far because this is pretty much a set and forget camera, much like a GoPro. This camera shoots in 4K or 2K, but I want to point out that when you shoot in 4K, the 360 video may not look like what you'd expect when you hear the word 4K. Because it's zooming into each frame, you are getting footage that looks a little lower resolution. It's still sharp under good lighting conditions, but not necessarily stunning resolution, so be aware of that. There are four modes here in the menu: video, photo, looping, and time-lapse. Looping is cool because you can set it for, let's say, 2 minutes, and then it will keep recording over the last shot. Now, why is this cool, you ask? Well, let's say you stick it on your car and you go for a drive and you're not sure what you're going to capture. You can set it up for looping, hit record, start driving, and then when you drove through some really cool surroundings, you can stop the camera and not have to store the 20 minutes of boring stuff that led up to that nice shot. There is a fantastic microphone built into this camera. It works really well as a vlogging camera. So you just set it up as a 180 mode. You can capture a 180 frame with great audio and high video resolution. It's really easy to do. We recommend if you're going to do that you probably want to stick it on a selfie stick so that you can get it far away from your body. It comes with Action Director software, which can stitch the two 180 shots together, and it can do some simple editing. So something to note, you can flatten 360 footage, which ends up looking like this. But you can't incorporate 360 footage and regular footage into the same video, which is a bit of a bummer. It means that when you shoot 360 footage, it's going to be viewable as one or the other. You can't just pop some 360 footage into your regular video, as you can see here. Whenever we want to show you some 360 footage, we have to export it and capture it flat, so you can't scroll around. This camera is currently priced around $300, and it's a great entry point into 360 video. Some cons. The stitching between the two 180 shots is usually obvious, so don't expect some seamless experience. Also, it only works with Samsung devices, as I mentioned before, so if you don't have one, like we don't, then you can't get all the camera's functionality. Also, whenever I try to open this side port, or pretty much do anything with this camera, I end up accidentally hitting these buttons. It's just, there's not much real estate on this camera to hold on to, so just be aware that you're going to hit the wrong buttons a lot. The pros, the build quality is great. When you press the buttons, you feel like you pressed the buttons. It really feels good in your hand. The overall experience is awesome. The layout is top notch. If you're looking for a 360 camera, we would definitely give the Samsung Gear 360 a thumbs up. And now you know.
Oh, I didn't see you guys stop in. Well, since you're here already, thank you so much for watching this episode of Now You Know. If you liked the episode, make sure you give a nice thumbs up, a nice like there. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget about the little bell button. That will give you the notifications whenever our videos come out. Also, if you haven't already, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Even $1 a month helps us get sweet things like this, like electric drum kit. We haven't used it in a video, but hey, do you want to see it in the video? You could get some of that in there. So yeah, every little dollar counts, so please consider supporting us on Patreon. And again, thank you so much for watching. Please comment below if there's some other videos you want to see, if you want us to review, say, this awesome Alessi electric drum kit or other random junk that we have lying around. Please comment below, let us know what you want to see, and we'll do our best to get that out to you as quickly as possible. So thank you for watching. Now you know.